Catch 'em all.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Ark Survival Evolved video. In today's video, I wanted to do a tutorial and show you guys how to either one, host your own video, or two, show you the work and what I have to do myself every day, day in and day out, to maintain the server that I have. We do have an 8-map cluster server now, and it just continues to grow month after month. So thankful for that, but I also wanted to give a chance to show other people a way to start their own server, or even see, like I said, what I have to do to keep my server going. So that way everybody else that has never ran an Ark server before, they could see the work and effort that goes on behind this, and you can also learn how to do your own. So you're going to need a few things to own a server, like the ones you see on the unofficial PC session servers. These are all hosted servers that you rent each month, depending on how many slots and how many maps you have, basically, and we're going to get into that stuff too. But first, I want to show you the things you're going to need to run and host an Ark server. First thing, of course, being the game itself, Ark Survival Evolved, for Windows 10 or Xbox or PS5. You can even do this for the Steam version of Ark as well, through Nitrado, and we're going to show you that's the next thing you're going to need is to download Nitrado. Now, to download Nitrado, let me just pull this over real quick. You can go to your Microsoft Store and get the Nitrado app. Once you do, it'll pull up, ask you to create an account. Once you create an account, you'll log in similar like this. Now, to get an Ark server for Xbox, as you see right there, let me make sure I get this pulled up to make sure everything's good. It is. So to get this Ark server, you're going to see which ping is going to be the best for you. So they have this method over here. It's measuring latencies right now. You'll wait till that finishes. We'll wait on it. It'll tell you the best ping for your current area, for where your PC is that you're renting the server. And you can kind of go by what you're targeting players wise. Like if you're wanting East Coast or Eastern Central or Eastern Standard Time, or like Central Standard Time, one of those two time zones, players, then you would obviously go after this New York City ping. That's 28 ms, and then 45 ms is going to be almost double that, so it's not going to be as low of a ping. That's basically what all this is going to determine, is how pingy is your server when people get on it, because of the actual build of the server is running off of this ms system. So you want to get the lowest possible. That's the best that you can provide for the players that's going to play on this. Like I said, after you pick the game you want to play, I'm going to show off Ark Survival Evolved because that's the #1 game on my gaming community. And there's, like I said, other options you can do as well, including Atlas, which is also the same game developer as Ark. You can get Minecraft Vanilla, 7 Days to Die, Space Engineers, and then this is for Windows 10. If you want to run just Windows 10, or this may even be for Steam. I have not purchased it myself, so I would assume that could be Steam, because I have both Windows 10 and Xbox players on just this one right here that I purchased. And it's monthly, the way that Nitrado works. So if you wanted 10 slots for 30 days, it's going to be $13.99 per month. Each month you have to pay Nitrado to keep that 10 slot server going. I did 32 slots on each one of my maps. Like I said, we're up to 8 maps. That's why I brought that up earlier, just to kind of give you a heads up of like what you have to pay monthly to keep those 8 maps going. So with us having 8 maps at 32 slots, it's going to be $34.99. That's before state and local taxes, and that is in US dollars. If anyone was wanting to know if there's differs, if you're in a different country than I am, other than the United States, yours may be more or less depending on your currency. You'll just have to check. Now, the only other options you get, of course, you can go all the way up to 100 slots in Ark Survival Evolved, but the only other options outside of 30 days, and I wanted to show everybody this as well, is 90 days. So if you wanted to do 45-day wipe cycles like we do on my server, To get that 32 slots for 90 days to pay for 2 wipes is going to be $100 a month almost. That's $94.49, and then of course plus state and local taxes. So it's going to be right at $100 to pay for each map for 2 months if you do 45-day wipe cycles like we do on my server. So 2 wipe cycles on my server, which would be 90 days because it's 45, would be basically one of those packs. So 8 maps, $800. Divide that by 2 because 45-day wipe cycles is a month and a half, and that's basically what we're paying for. So basically, $400 divided by 2 is $200 a month is what it costs for me to run 8 maps, 32 players. If you up or lower the players of like certain maps, then it'll be different. But on all of my maps, we run 32 players. The only difference is I did tell my art community if we get Crystal Isles, I believe in September is when it's supposed to release to console. I'll make it a 50 slot map basically for 30 days, and there you see it, $53.99 each month is what I would have to pay to keep 50 slots for 30 days at a time. And then, of course, if you wanted to do the 50 slots for 90 days, if any of you are interested in that, it's $145.99. If you don't pay this monthly, Nitrado shuts your server down altogether. It's basically like renting a house, no different than that. If you don't pay your rent, you don't get to live there anymore. Same thing with Nitrado, you're renting the server from them. If you don't pay rent, you don't get to the server anymore. So there's the Nitrado part of it. The next thing you're going to need, and you'll want to stick around for part 2 of this tutorial because that's where we're really going to get in depth with it. But the next thing you're going to need is Beacon. And let me show you real quick on the internet real quick where to get Beacon. You just go to beaconapp.cc/download/ and you'll see download for Windows right there. You'll click that and then hit run when it pops up and follow the rest of the steps to get Beacon downloaded. Now, there is a more pro version of Beacon, which is called Beacon Omni, and that's what you saw pop up the first time that I have myself. It is a pro version of Beacon, and you do need that if you want to like alter like crafting cost in Arc of your stuff in your server, and a few other things. But if you're just wanting to change out like loot drops, you can do that with just Beacon, and it works smoothly with Nitrado to where Beacon and Nitrado side by side will integrate into like one setting using the codes off of Beacon Omni. Um, like it automatically imports it all into Nitrado, which imports it directly into my server. Runs really smoothly, easy setup. All you have to do is just start getting comfortable with a few things, and next thing you know, you're learning like everything that's involved with Beacon. Not many videos on YouTube out there for Beacon. That's why I said you want to stick around for the second part of this little tutorial series. That's where we're going to get in depth on Beacon. We're going to start a new Beacon file, and I'm going to show you how to change everything with your Arc settings, basically, to where you can like craft your settings of your server and fine tune them to the way that you like, or like I suggest to everybody, fine craft them to the like settings that your players like. That's what I do on my server. I don't play on my server very much, just a couple times to get some like video content up, and basically a bunch of that's just either like admin raid bases that we spawn in and let players on the map come and raid, or we'll do like tutorial videos. Every now and then we'll get lucky and we'll see people going out for a raid, and they'll be like, hey man, why don't you come over here and record this and put this on your YouTube channel, and that's really cool. But those are really rare for those to happen. Wished I could like make those happen more often. I know a lot of people love watching those, but unfortunately I don't have a way to orchestrate those to where it would be fair for everybody in the server. And that's one thing we take pride in on my servers, being fair in all way, forms, and shapes and matters as admins and hosts. Another thing you're going to need for a successful server in Ark Survival Evolved is your admin team are going to have to gain the trust of your server. If your server doesn't trust nor like your admins, then it's not going to be very successful. And that's one thing that I think keeps people around in my server. I've noticed even when they've left and went to other servers, a lot of people came back just because of the support that myself and my admin team gives the community in our server. Um, Also, you're going to want to stick around for this secondary video of showing you how to tweak and adjust your ARC files. We're also going to give out 2 gift codes that will unlock you Beacon Omni if you don't have Beacon Omni already. So that's really cool. Got in touch with Beacon, made sure it was cool with them that I was going to record some like tutorial videos. They were like, yeah, as long as they're accurate, we're cool with that. And they offered to give me these 2 codes to give out to 2 lucky subscribers that watch the channel. That will be the stipulations for that video. You will have to subscribe to the channel, and in the second video you'll want to like it. Everyone who likes the video that's subscribed to the channel will get a chance to win one of those 2 codes. But that will be the next video. For this video, I just want to tell you like the basics of what you're going to need, and then like I said, we'll get into more depth with part 2 with Beacon and Beacon Omni on that case. So the third thing, and this is probably one of the most important steps as well, that some people leave out of their ARC servers, and I just think it's the reason why people can't get in touch with like admins as much. But the third thing you're going to need, let me just pop it over to that screen, is a good Discord for your server. If you get a good Discord for your server, that gives you another chance when you're not in game to be able to stay in touch with the people in your server. So for instance, let's see here. Let's pop in our Discord. So with our Discord, you can see we are already surpassed 300 players or people into the Discord community. Um, Even if some of these players aren't in our ARC servers anymore, if they're not playing ARC and they're playing other games, I know a couple of them's like, yeah, I'll take a break on ARC, come back. They still stay active in our Discord. I see them answering ARC questions for people, and just doing so many cool things. And everybody knows like we're cool with it. If once you get in, you're kind of like a part of the community. We're not going to boot you if you want to take a little break from ARC. We'll just pretty much tell you that we'll be around whenever you're ready to come back to ARC, and most of the times that's the case. We get a lot of people that are like, yeah, I took a little bit of break and now I'm back. It's just one of those games. You got to grind and grind and grind, and after you grind so long, sometimes you do need to take a break and go to something else and then come back. I'm not one of those people. I've always just stuck it out with ARC the whole time, but here, lately I've started to get a little bit like that and start playing a couple other games on the side as well, and kind of just escape from the constant grind, especially like now that I'm hosting the server and stuff, because there's so much to coding, so much to like trying to fix, so much learning in the process. And that's the thing, like you never want to be to a point to where you think you know how to do everything in ARC. Or coding in general with any video game, because there's always going to be changes and there's always going to be adjustments. So just to give you a recap for this video, and tell you like the main parts that again you're going to need to either get your like own ARC server up and going and hosting it, or if you just wanted to see the work in general, like I said, that hosts have to do. The main things you're going to need are the, let me pull that back up for you guys. Let's see, main things you're going to need. You're going to need Nitrado. This is the hosting of it. Now, you can do it other ways without using Nitrado, but in my opinion, it's a lot more difficult. This is like a more simplified way to where I can enjoy getting on my server every single day with my community, and I don't have to worry about loading up like one Xbox and having a server and then jumping on another one or anything like that. I can do all of this off of my PC, and you can also do all of this off of like your cell phone and your Xbox One itself. Let me just go to new beacon file real quick, and we'll say, let's see here, it's custom config content. You'll go here, and this is game any and game user settings any. These files here will overwrite your Nitrado files. So these are more important to make sure everything is like the way you want it, because these are the files that's going to make the main difference. Like I said, I'll go over all that stuff in the next video, just wanted to like get a video out there and show you guys basically what the basics were that you need to get your own Arc server or be able to see what Arc hosts have to do. And like I said, this works for Xbox One, Windows 10, Steam, and PS4. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give us that that thumbs up button. Hope you subscribe to the channel. If you see in the top right hand corner, we do have us a little bit of a, I guess, sub goal of the wipe. So I'm hoping by the end of this wipe, which is 18 days left still before we have a new server wipe, hoping we can get up to 500 subscribers. I think we could do it. You guys are taking off as the days go by. I see like 6 sometimes, 10 sometimes. I think 14 was the most I've gotten in a 24-hour time frame. But that's so awesome to see all that positive feedback come back and see all these like videos you guys are giving me and the subscribers just continue to grow. You guys are awesome, so I wanted to put a way up there to show my confidence in the newcomers that's been watching the videos and seeing them come out, especially the new ones that come to the Discord and come into the server themselves. But not only that, I also want to try to attract as many people who don't play Ark or haven't played Ark, but they're interested in playing it. I want to try to get as many of those people in as well. So hopefully when you see all these different things set up, I can go in and show you like how to alter and adjust. That'll give a lot of other people like different ways to be able to put in suggestions of what they think my server should be or put in questions of how they can fix their server. So if you guys got any questions with anything like that, as always, drop that in the comment section below and I'll answer as many as I can. If I see it, I'll basically answer it. If I don't see it, I haven't got an answer back to you, comment again and I'll definitely make sure I try to see that one. If not, you can literally just don't spam comments, obviously, because then YouTube will mark your comment and probably won't let it even go through. But just don't be afraid to ping it a few times if I miss your comment. It's not that I didn't want to answer you or just didn't answer you. It's just most of the times I didn't see it. So definitely go ahead and hit at me up in, like in another comment and just be like, hey, can you help me with the problem I'm having? And you can let me know in the comments section what problem you're having, and I'll do everything I can to fix it. If I can't help you fix it, I'll research it until I can give you either a fix for it or somebody that can help you fix it. But wanted to, like I said, show you guys those ways. Hope you liked the video, and I hope you stick tuned for the next episode on Omni, the Beacon Pro version, plus the regular version as well. I'll show you what the original version comes with and pull up on Beacon's websites the differences between Pro and Omni and what you get and show you all that stuff so you can manipulate which one you're going to need for your server. Because if you want to change up, like I said, crafting costs, stuff like that, you'll have to get the Pro version, and it's well worth it. Let me tell you, it's a lifesaver if you're trying to get like the best server out there for these boosted servers. But hope you guys stay awesome, hope you stay amazing, and I'll catch you next episode.